So first off guys, I want to apologise for the inactivity. I've been really busy with work and family and friends and all sorts of stuff recently. I just haven't really had the time to play many games, and I'm really sorry about that, but we're going to change it up this week. We're going to have 3 uploads a week from now on. I'm motivated, let's go, and I really hope you guys are looking forward to it. But anyway, on to today's video. I've been playing the hell out of Farcry New Dawn with Owen, and I've just finished my platinum for it. It took 3 going on 4 days, and I have had the most fun I've had with any game in a while. So yeah, if you are thinking about buying Farcry New Dawn and you're just not really sure, then I totally say yes, go buy the game, because it's not even an expensive game. I only paid about £30 for it. The game is extremely fun, the world is colourful, there's plenty of stuff to do. It's pretty casual if you want it to be, but if you want to smash it, you can smash it, and Ubisoft have done a really good job, and it's a really good sequel to follow Far Cry 5, guys. I can't stress this enough. And that leads us on to today's video. I'm giving you my review on Far Cry New Dawn, and the good and the bad, and what I think they did really well, and what I think Ubisoft could personally improve on. So yeah, let's get into it. So one of the first things I want to touch on about New Dawn is how pretty and alive the game actually is. There's just so much colour, and the world is just so awesome, man. Like, I loved Hope County in Far Cry 5, and I loved the religious themes they explored in there, and Joseph and the family and the bliss, but I just think, like, there's so much more fun and so much more silliness, and the exploration they can go to with ideas within Far Cry New Dawn because of the apocalyptic setting is just radical and awesome, and I loved every second of being in the world. Because I think Far Cry New Dawn really captures that feeling of how an apocalypse would be, whether I was causing trouble for the highwaymen, or I was liberating an outpost, or I was hunting down a monstrous bear or a bison or any animal of some sort. I was actually having the best time. I was having a blast. And I think the main reason this game has succeeded for me is because it doesn't take itself super seriously like most games of today. Far Cry New Dawn is handing you things like spray can silenced submachine guns, tarpaulin silenced assault rifles, crazy crossbow saw launcher guns. Like, it really doesn't care. And can you other devs please pick up on this? Like, we love this, we're having fun with this. Like, do stuff like this in your games, because I will buy your games, I will play your games if you're going to give me crazy shiz like this. Like, Far Cry New Dawn gave me a pink unicorn flamethrower that was not only funny to look at, but shot out pink flaming glistening rainbows and burnt everyone to death with it, and that was probably one of the most fun guns I've used in a video game in such a long time, and I loved every second of it. And while we're on the topic of weapons here, let's talk about how you actually get a hold of the sick weapons that Far Cry New Dawn has for you to play around with in the open world. To get hold of the weapons within New Dawn, you need various components that you can scavenge in various ways throughout the world. And this doesn't just inspire the player to go explore the world available to them, but it also gives it significant purpose. It makes every bombed out house, crater, enemy base an opportunity for the player to get themselves closer to that next step up in their arsenal. And in doing this, New Dawn adds another layer to itself. It makes it even more fun to free roam, because each and every little thing you pick up is going to be somewhat beneficial to you later on down the road of the game. However, you can't just collect and grab all the best weapons in the game. To get to the higher tier weapons the game has to offer, the player is going to have to make some upgrades to the home base of the game, the Prosperity. Now, Prosperity is one of the first locations any player will come across in New Dawn, and is another feature that I thought was a pretty cool addition to the game. Prosperity has multiple sections within that need upgrading, such as the med bay, the weapons bench, and the garage as a couple examples. And as you upgrade these sections, you gain access to equipment that gets better and better each time you upgrade the segment that is linked to. So to not only get the better weapons within the game, but upgrade pretty much everything and anything else within, the player needs to upgrade Prosperity's various stations by collecting and utilising ethanol. Ethanol is the only substance within the game that can upgrade Prosperity, and players can get hold of it in various ways, but it can primarily be collected from the outposts that are hidden around the map. Outposts are one of the side activities available in New Dawn. They are highwaymen bases tucked away around the map. There are about 10 in total, and each one has 3 difficulty levels. The first time you complete each outpost will yield you a small amount of ethanol and the ability to fast travel to them, but you can then reset each and every single one and attack them again, with the difficulty level stacking up to 3 times. Each time you then complete the outpost on a higher difficulty level, you will then yield more ethanol, but the enemies will be tougher and there will always be more alarms. The good thing about outposts is once you have completed them on the max difficulty, you can still replay them, which allows you to gather as much ethanol as you need to upgrade the Prosperity. And so I think that outposts are a fun little side activity within New Dawn, and they make getting ethanol to upgrade prosperity much less of a chore, while also giving the player a little top up on the components to help them on their way to getting the wicked guns and vehicles within the game. So other than outposts for ethanol and roaming the map for components, what other ways of collecting materials are there within New Dawn? This is where we come to one of my favourite features, the expeditions. Expeditions are another little side quest within New Dawn. There are 7 of them with their own kind of unique level design, and they're really fun to play. Each expedition has you trying to find a package located somewhere throughout the map, and once you have found the package, your goal is to make your way to the pickup zone, fend off the highwaymen until your ride turns up, and get home. Just like the outposts, the expeditions offer 3 difficulty levels, one after another for each time you complete it for the first 3 times, and infinite replayability after you finish the hardest difficulty. Each time you go up a difficulty in expeditions, the player gains more components for finishing them, which is leaving plenty of reason for the player to replay them for easy components to craft the better weapons within New Dawn. I also really want to mention that the expedition locations in New Dawn are actually beautiful. Like, I absolutely loved playing through Alcatraz Island, and I really enjoyed the amusement park expedition as well. Like, the scenery was absolutely fantastic, and it just added to the fun of playing through each and every one of the expeditions. But you want to know my absolute favourite thing about Far Cry New Dawn? My favourite thing about Far Cry New Dawn is the fact that you can play the entire game through in co-op. Co-op games are something we really lack as a community in today's world. Like, a community completely run by battle royale games and FPS multiplayer games. Like, some of my favourite memories are on co-op games. For instance, Borderlands 2, that was an amazing, crazy, so good co-op game, and it even got a remaster, it got a report, you know, the Handsome Collection, and I played that through recently, and it's just fantastic to play a co-op game, a game where you don't have to care about anything, you just run around with your mates and have an absolute blast, and we need more of that in today's community. Like, I really miss games like that. Resistance, as said, Borderlands, things like that really shaped how we are today as a community. But anyway, there's so much more I can give New Dawn credit for, like the perk trees, the Joseph abilities, the mini quests like the treasure hunts, and there's just so much more, but I'm gonna stop talking about it. Guys, just go buy the game. It's pretty, it's fun, there's a fair amount to do within it, and if you like fun story focused FPSs or Far Cry itself, you're gonna have a great time playing this game, man. And so yeah guys, if you've enjoyed today's video, leave me a like, leave a comment on whether you've played New Dawn or not, and if you have, what you thought of it yourself. Make sure to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you know when I've got a new video up. Go over to Twitter and follow me at ZephyrPlaying, and thank you for watching guys. It's been Scott or Zephyr. Thank you for your continued support on the channel, I love you all, and I will see you in the next video.